All right, ladies and gents, thanks so much for joining us. I've got Emirates Lions head coach Rooyen and Emirates Lions captain Odendaal. We'll take your questions, but if I can start for a change, just maybe to Burger. Recent announcement of 50% capacity at all sporting stadiums. How does that change the outlook of fans and in terms of the morale for the team going forward?
Yeah, I think it's massive for us as players. I think we almost got used to not having supporters at the stadium, so it was actually nice playing overseas and having capacity crowds over there. But being back at home and fans being able to come back to the stadium is massive for us. Yeah, I think especially when you're playing against overseas opposition, it almost feels like there's only Lions fans there. So the sport is massive, but we as players, we still have to give our best performance to actually invite the fans to come back to the stadium.
All right, guys, I'll hand it over back to you guys. Any questions? I don't see any hands. Ati?
Hi guys, how are you? Good. Cashman, I just wanted to speak on terms of the addition that you made to the team for Sbahle or Rebs. How big of a chance is this for him in terms of how big is it for him? You know, he's been on the outskirts of the URC team for a while, and right now he's back. And what do you expect from him, knowing also again the caliber that he's had in the past within the competition?
Yeah, thanks, Ati. Unfortunately, Stian hurt a knee, MCL. So yeah, I think it's an unbelievable opportunity for Reps. We all know that his finishing process is right up there. Playing against majority foreign teams currently, we know they're going to kick the ball up in the air from 9. So fielding that ball, working into space and finishing, operating there with the backs, giving good information to Burger and them where there's space or where there's not space. We all know that he can do that. He can do that very well as well. Stian did bring a little bit of a different element to us, so perhaps getting his opportunity. Yeah, really excited to see him out there and do what he do.
Thanks, Ati. Ross?
How's it, guys? Obviously, a couple of bracketed players in there in Kalu and Kwan. Will you be making a call on that tomorrow? And then, looking ahead at Ospreys, big challenge there, but you guys come in with a lot of momentum. What kind of challenge are you expecting from them? And do you think that the guys have the momentum to get another win?
Yeah, thanks, Ross. Let me start with the brackets. Yeah, Kieran just passed his fitness test in captains, so he should be able and ready to go. Then Carlo unfortunately has a big back spasm, so we'll probably wait just before warm up when we do all our activations to make that final call. And then yeah, in the team, Ospreys is a nice big physical team. I think they pride themselves in physicality. They pride themselves in momentum. So it's similar to Munster, where it's a physical challenge for us. One where if you don't stop momentum and you're not effective and accurate enough in your attacking breakdown, I think that they could get ascendancy there. And the moment they feel they get that, then they've got the ability to punish you then. So again, physicality and probably more attacking breakdown and defensive breakdown for us. As we saw that first 30 minutes against Munster, we just weren't quite good enough there. So a big focus for us in that 2 areas.
Thanks. I'll just jump in with one more for Burger there. Burger, the backline's been firing quite nicely the last couple of weeks. You know, they've scored 5 of the 6 tries you guys have scored. You guys are gelling pretty nicely and hitting the line hard. Things going well for you, and do you think that you can keep that pressure on the opposition this weekend?
Yeah, thanks, Ross. Yeah, I think we've got some confidence in our attack now. But last week we made it a bit of a dogfight, so hopefully we can stay away from that and yeah, exploit space on the outside with our speedsters, with Edwell and Raps there. But yeah, so hopefully we can turn things around attack-wise this weekend. I think we let ourselves down mainly relied on our defense against Munster. So hopefully we can just change that around. Big focus for us just as outside backs is to secure the breakdown when we take it wide. I think we gave away some turnovers, especially at the wide breakdown. So that's something that we need to fix.
Thanks for those, Ross.
Thanks.
Don't see any other hands. Carl.
Yvonne, maybe a bit off the topic, but I'm sure everybody wants to know, with the performance of your Currie Cup squad, obviously that's the breeding ground for your players that must come up to the URC. How big a risk is it because I mean, they are underperforming and not doing their names and personal images and that kind of stuff any good. How difficult is it to bring those players up to the URC level and then, ensure that they perform on that level?
Thanks, Cole. I think it's a bit of both. The responsibility of the coaching group to get the understanding and expectation to the player, and also the player deliver expectation. Obviously, it's not ideal for the Currie Cup team to not perform up to standard. I think if you look at last night's game, that was. And we've been saying this for the last year and a half. We're really young, but if you look at that team, that's a really young team with quite a bit of varsity cup players in between. And I don't want to get technical, but I think in terms of fight and willingness to put bodies online and all of that, I think there was a bit of a step up last night. So someone like, let's use Raps because he's joining us from there. We're pretty clear from expectation on him in terms of plan and just from the individual what we need and vice versa. So yeah, it's if it is 10 or 12 changes, it's probably different, but I think 1 or 2 is very manageable.
Thanks, Carl. Sorry, guys, quite a bit was said about the Currie Cup last night, so let's stick to URC. Liam, I see your hand is up.
Good day, guys. I've got a question for the coach. Obviously, last week's win was a significant one for you and an important one. I wanted to find out whether you've had to sort of push the reset button maybe this week, because obviously that win was a bit of a high. Was there a need to get the guys sort of grounded again after last week?
Thanks, Liam. How honest do you really want me to be? Wins was far and few apart recently, so I can promise you one thing is that our heads are definitely not in the clouds. So no, it's important for us to keep getting momentum. And I know it's a cliche, but everything starts again from the beginning. So big physical Ospreys team, so physicality is going to be huge. Racking is huge. So luckily, the 2 biggest things we had to fix was racking. You kind of got to let your ego drop to stick your head in there in training sessions. And physicality again. So no, the one thing I can promise you we're not is comfortable.
Thanks.
Thanks, Liam. I don't see any more hands. Can I assume that we are all comfortable? Happy?
All good.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you,
Appreciate your time.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Join and bye.